Well, next week you have a new EP released, Happy Heroes.
That's right.
Why the decision to record an EP at this time?
It's twofold, I suppose. It's first off, we had an original song that we all really liked, but it didn't fit conceptually with any of the album ideas we've been working with.
Okay.
And also we've been wanting to do some more covers again. And so it just seemed fitting to combine the two, and in that way we could both release the standalone track and do the covers that we've been wanting to do.
Cool. So these were songs that you'd been wanting to cover for quite a while then?
A little while, yeah.
Cool. Obviously, it's some very, let's say, interesting choice of covers. Very non-metal. But
yeah.
But you know, when Trollfest gets its hands on something, it's going to be metal, whether people want it to be or not. So
that's true.
How happy are you with the way your covers turned out? Because obviously you would have had to done quite a bit of work to twist them into the Trollfest style.
We're very, very pleased with how it all turned out in the end.
Good.
But that's also kind of I think or it might be just us, but usually, like, if we're gonna do a cover, we usually try to obviously, first of all, you try to find songs that you already like. That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
But there's also an element of finding something that you think can suit your style, or something that you like. For instance, that might be part of the reason why we didn't do any metal covers, because they've already been done metal in a way. There's no to put it stupidly, like, I don't think anyone can improve on a Pantera song. But at the same time, you still need to have some sort of musical relationship with the song you're covering, because it's or obviously you can do whatever you want, but for us, at least, it seems to be helpful if there is some musical kinship in the songs. But then again, it also gets the more abstract that musical kinship is, then, at least in my opinion, the more fun it becomes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you say, there's not really a lot of point in Trollfest covering a Slayer song, for example, you know, and I also think it works very well with the vibe of the band. You know, Trollfest is a really fun band, and live, I don't think there's another band that's like you live. So
very kindly.
You're very welcome. But it is true. I mean, I was lucky enough to see you last year on the 70,000 Tons of Metal.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like walking into a madhouse. It was so much fun. But it's like I've never seen a conga line at a metal show before that was led by a man dressed as a giant baked bean.
That show was crazy fun. There's a fantastic video on YouTube from someone in the crowd who's published a video of our whole set in the ice rink.
Okay.
and I loved watching it because he spends more time filming the crowd than he spends filming us, and it was so much fun for me to see that because there was so much cool stuff happening in the crowd. I was I was
yeah,
sitting here at home and I thought I would check out one song, and then 40 minutes later, I was laughing and crying, and just enjoying the shit out of it.
I think that was at like 2 or 3 in the morning as well, and I kind
Yeah,
of
it
went
was
along like, oh, I don't really know Trollfest. I'll check it out, and then I kind of left thinking, what the fuck did I just see? It
awesome.
was so cool. I mean, there was guys from Khan and so many other bands as well that were at the back, and they were loving it. So,
Cool.
but back to the EP. Obviously, you've done a music video for the title track, "Happy Heroes."
Yeah,
And it's another animated one, which obviously you've used a few times throughout Trollfest history.
yeah.
Do you think animation really helps present Trollfest well?
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Actually, for me, it was like I've never been unhappy with any of the music videos we've done.
Cool.
But for me, the first animation video that we did, or it's our guitar player, Mr. Seidel, who does all the animation videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a talented motherfucker. But but yeah, the first video he did, animation wise, that was for me that was like peak moment, if you will, just because it was sort of, I mean, with the lyrics being sort of stupid shit happening in an alternate adventure world with trolls and all kinds of crazy stuff. It was just so fun to obviously, you know, when or for me when I write the lyrics, I usually in some sense visualize what I'm writing about. So like I've kind of seen it.
Yeah.
But to actually see that play out on a TV screen in animation format was just fucking fantastic for me.
Yeah.
So, and also I think music video wise, because I've noticed that there seems to be a lot of bands popping up with animation videos.
Mm.
Obviously, they existed before we did too. I'm not pulling that kind of a stunt, but I think it's just because the animation videos let you they offer you know filming a scene in a city is quite cheap because you can go to a city and do it. But if you want to film a scene from the Viking Age, then it's going to be like, if you want it done really well, it's going to be really costly because you need a nice location, you need a lot of people with nice costumes, preferably who can also act. If it's going to be outside, you know, you might need a really, really good camera, and you might have to wait for that one day where the weather is good for what you're trying to convey. And, you know, the budget goes out the sky in no time. But with the animation, you can, I mean, animating a scene in a big city or in your neighborhood is going to be just as expensive as animating a scene from, I don't know, any facts. Well, I shouldn't say Lord of the Rings because I realize that obviously there's a lot of that would require a shit ton of animation. So
Yeah.
obviously there are differences there as well. But
Yeah.
there's so much more creative freedom with an animated music video.
Yeah, you can definitely portray what you want a little bit clearer as well. Like, for example, if you're going to have someone, say, for example, in like a superhero context, jump from the floor to the top of the building, that would
Yeah,
look dumb as shit in a live action. So
Yeah,
being able to animate that, it also portrays it a lot better as well. So,
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And there's also like I think we're going to see a lot more of it just because there's so much mood and vibes and moods and vibes that you can convey just by the tone of the animation video, and obviously it also boils down to the actual animator. Like with comic books, everyone has their own line, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of artistic playground, just like in, do you want to animate something that looks like real life, or do you want to animate cartoon figures, or do you want to animate animals, or or do you just want to go psychedelic and do all kinds of shapes and stuff like that? So yeah.
Cool. But you mentioned before one of the reasons you wanted to get this song out is because it didn't really fit with what you were working on.
Yeah.
How far along are you with work on a new album?
We are all the songs are finished,
Okay.
and the lyrics are finished. Drums, guitars, bass, and saxophones are recorded. We still have a whole bunch of, we usually put a whole bunch of folk instruments on stuff like accordions, bazookas, ouds, mandolins, maybe a banjo. And yeah, loads of percussion instruments, and choirs singing different backing voices. So and yeah, so like we still have a fair way to go, but we're hoping to have the album ready to release, hopefully as soon as we can go out on a proper tour again.
Cool. Cool. Do you think you might?
Yeah.
Do you think you might hold off on releasing it if it's finished before touring is available again?
Uh, Possibly, but it all depends. If it's if we hopefully we'd like to finish recording everything, and maybe at least have started the mixing before summertime.
Yeah.
And let's say all of that goes according to plan, and we have by the fall we have a ready to release album. If the situation seems to indicate that everything's going to open up during the winter, then we might hold off, and so we can release it in conjunction with a tour during the winter. If, however, the situation is as hopscotch, random, fucking unpredictably stupid as it seems to be these days, then it might just be, get it out, and if it seems like the world is going to be locked down for another couple of years, then it's no point in just sitting on an album, waiting for years and years.
Yeah, that's true.
So it all depends. Is what I'm trying to say, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, generally, I want the world to open up again, and especially for gigs. But anyone listening to this, if you've never seen Trollfest before, you owe it to yourself to see Trollfest, because it's honestly, it's not like any other band I've ever seen. It's incredible. So the world needs to get itself sorted out just for Trollfest.
Oh, dude. Well, again, thank you very, very much. It makes me make me very warm and fuzzy to hear such kind words. But yeah, dude, us too. We're itching itching like heroin addicts to play gigs again. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we're crossing fingers and toes every day, hoping this stuff will come to a conclusion.
Cool. Well, Jostein, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me today, mate. I really do appreciate it.
Dude, it's my pleasure. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us.
Yeah, no problem. I was very excited when I saw your name come up. So
Yeah, cool.
cool. Good luck with the EP and have a beautiful evening.
Thank you, and likewise, enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you. Bye now.
Bye.